Duodenum dynamics. We have the guts to make progress.
Oh. So, you want to learn about the lungs? Let's take a look. Respiration is the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Every living cell in our body needs oxygen, and the respiratory system is how we get it. With each breath drawn in by the nose, air goes through 3 shelf-like structures in the nasal cavity. These 3 shelf-like structures are lined with capillaries which warm the air and mucus which traps any particles. The respiratory tract is also lined with hair-like particles called cilia. Cilia traps fluids and particles and prevents them from entering the lungs. A small flap of cartilage under the nasal cavity called the epiglottis allows air to pass into the lungs. The air passes through 2 places, the pharynx and the larynx. Pharynx is the space in front of the epiglottis and the larynx is the space behind it. The air then travels through a ring-like structure called the trachea, then breaks off into the right and left lung. The trachea has ring-like cartilage which gives it structure and keeps it open. As the trachea approaches the lungs, it branches off into the 2 primary bronchi. The bronchi then branch off into bronchioles. The bronchioles terminate in a grape-like cluster called alveoli. The alveoli, also known as the alveoli, is where the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. If we zoom in on the alveoli, we can see gas exchange via simple diffusion. There is a high concentration of oxygen within the alveoli and a low concentration within the bloodstream, allowing the oxygen to pass through the membrane into the bloodstream. Likewise, there is a high concentration of carbon dioxide in the bloodstream and a low concentration of carbon dioxide in the alveoli, allowing the carbon dioxide to diffuse through the membrane into the alveoli. Hemoglobin within the red blood cells releases the carbon dioxide molecule into your lungs and then bonds with oxygen. The carbon dioxide is then exhaled. Small muscle fibers stretched across our larynx catch air as we exhale. These muscle fibers vibrate, allowing us to speak. You might be wondering how this all happens, how air is drawn through the mouth into the lungs. Don't! There's a small muscle located beneath your lungs, called the diaphragm. When the diaphragm contracts, it creates a low pressure system, expanding the lungs and filling them with air.
Well, that's crazy, man. How's that happen?
You know when you open a door and it's really hot out, and a whole bunch of cold air rushes out, and a whole bunch of warm air rushes in? The lungs are exactly the same, except not really. Romello Salas here. Did you know that 200,000 people are diagnosed in the United States with lung cancer each year? And that 159,000 people die of lung cancer each year? It's an epidemic. What do I do?
I don't know.
Want some?
Yeah, I'd love some. Thanks.
Really? After all the statistics I just gave you?
But I thought you said you gave it to...
The nerve.
I didn't...
I swear, sometimes I don't even know why I talk to you anymore. You know what? You're having a lung checkup today.
No, that's fine. I did. I had one
Come
last
here.
week. Oh, no, that's fine. I had the lung checkup last week. I don't need it anymore. No!
This is a dirty lung, Dan, and needs to be cleaned.
A Duodenim Incorporated production.